When a meaningful relationship comes to an end, you stand to discover a strange thing about yourself. Your brain appears to have two separate sides of consciousness, which work using very different concepts and are unable to share information. It takes a long time for one side to adjust to the other's versions of the truth. One of these sides is the rational mind. This part understands certain difficult things immediately and entirely. Namely, you've been dumped. You weren't treated well. And for a long time, she didn't let you know where you stood. When she was away last spring, she ignored your calls. She flirted with other men online. She is totally despicable. And she's totally gone. It's been months since you heard from her. It's been total silence. She could be doing the same thing to someone else by now. But then there's this other part of the mind, the emotional mind, that has a different take on things and refuses to accept much that the intellectual mind tells it. This part hears the rational mind saying, "It's over, she's no good, she didn't deserve you, it's a waste of energy giving her another thought." But then the memories come flooding through, back to all the times she professed her undying love and devotion. The emotional mind is in denial, refusing to see the evidence given by its rational counterpart. It insists she'll be back, though she's blocked you from all devices. She loves me, though she is nowhere to be seen. During spare moments, the emotional mind tries to come up with all kinds of schemes that appall the rational mind. Why not hand-deliver them a long letter? Or go to her workplace and pretend to bump into her in the lobby? Why not call their mom and discuss the breakup with her? Why not contact one of her friends? Each of these suggestions terrifies the rational mind. She may once have loved you, but clearly she doesn't anymore. How could you ever feel safe around someone who did this to you? And the emotional mind listens politely, then turns away and begins humming again, thinking about her lovely hands. The emotional mind idealizes. She loved me once and said it would be forever. Surely it will be. Eventually, the rational mind realizes that if it goes on like this, then the whole system will go down. The entire host brain and body will give in. So it stages some kind of an intervention. It sounds the alarm loud and clear. It forces a trip to forget or a visit to a psychiatrist. One of the deepest distinctions between the rational and the emotional minds is how long it takes for information to enter them. The rational mind understands right away. Someone is dead, someone has gone, someone has ceased to love. After a long while, your memories fade some. Your minds come to an agreement that make life more bearable. Your rational mind will now be very cautious of love going forward, and it feels like nothing else ever has.